Hey guys, what is going on? Shadow Nexus back here with another video, and we gotta talk about the current state of Borderlands 4 on the Nintendo Switch 2, because this was a game that was announced in a Nintendo Direct in May of last year, and I think that since this has happened in the creator's voice, Randy Pitchford, the creator of Borderlands obviously, has said that this game was the perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, fast forward to September of 2025, they announced that they would be canceling all the pre-orders for Borderlands 4 on the Nintendo Switch 2. So, what is happening here, guys? Like, what is going on with the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Borderlands 2? Or, I mean, I'm sorry, of Borderlands 4. What am I talking about? My bad, guys. But yeah, like, this is just absolutely insane that for some reason, Randy Pitchford is just like, hey guys, this is the perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch 2. It really feels like we're not fighting the system. It's a very powerful system, but yet again, after a couple months after he says this, it seems that it gets delayed. Okay, so what is going on? I know a lot of people were saying that it was canceled. I was reading into this a lot as well and thinking that it's canceled. I'm not really the biggest Borderlands fan in the world, but I can definitely see the significance of Borderlands on the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, Borderlands is a franchise that is pretty much loved everywhere, even on the PS Vita where it really sucked. But anyway, hey, Borderlands 4, guys, is going to be pretty awesome on the Nintendo Switch 2 whenever it comes out. We don't know when it's going to come out at this point, but at this point, I mean, hey, we all know about Borderlands 4 and the controversy with Randy Pitchford being like, oh yeah, hey, you can learn how to code your own game engine. You can learn how to, you know, like get a 5090 or whatever, like turn down the settings, like, and they had an entire website like dedicated on which settings you should be playing the game on, and we all know that Borderlands 4 had like the worst optimization of any video game in like the last 10 years. So what is happening with Borderlands 2, or I mean, what is happening with Borderlands on the Switch 2? I keep calling it Borderlands 2, sorry guys. What is happening with Borderlands 4 on the Switch 2? I mean, hey, I think the problem is that they're running into is that they are running into issues with getting the game to run properly because the game is a broken mess. I mean, look, when it comes to Borderlands 4 in particular, it is not the best looking game for the performance that it requires and it demands. Like the specifications that you need, even on an RTX 5090, it really struggles in a lot of areas. So hey, putting this game on the Switch 2 is a Herculean effort, to be completely honest, and I really think that I think Randy Pitchford spoke a little bit too soon, because the game was delayed a couple months afterwards, and then they said, oh hey, the game needs more polish. So look, this is what I was saying about the Nintendo Switch 2 on why it was a little bit underpowered in my opinion compared to, you know, the Xbox Series S, or let's say for example the PS5, or even the Xbox Series X. The reason is because these games are going to be taking longer to develop, unfortunately, guys. This is just how it's going to be, and I think that the problem is that the Switch 2 just is not as powerful. Yeah, sure, we got games like Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk is a last generation game. It was on the Xbox One and the PS4 as well. So at this point, guys, I have to say, like, Borderlands 4 and games on the Switch 2 might actually be in trouble, because we're having a hard time running these games like Borderlands, maybe even Claire Obscura Expedition 33 might have a difficult time running as well, because Unreal Engine 5 is super demanding, guys. I mean, I've heard that, yeah, sure, there's other games coming as well, like Black Myth Wukong and stuff like that to Nintendo Switch 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, but hey, at this point, guys, like, the most unoptimized engine in video game history is Unreal Engine 5. It's literally ruining games with how insanely demanding it is, even on like a high-end AMD card like a 7900 XTX, you're still going to have to, turn down the settings and play it like, lower resolutions. And it's just because Unreal Engine 5 is just terrible. And the reason behind this delay is, I bet you guys that 99% of the time they tried to see if they can run some areas of the game. They would work maybe 99% of the time, but in the 1% of the areas, they would not run properly at all. So I have a feeling, guys, that Borderlands 4 is not going to be the first game that we're going to be seeing get delayed or even get canceled. Of course, Borderlands is a huge franchise, so they will, at least delay the game, give it more time. But if a game like, let's say, for example, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 comes out, and the developers are much smaller, right, Sandfall, they might just cancel the entire project because they don't have time to deal with this, underpowered hardware. So, yeah, we're really seeing the beginning of the end for the Nintendo Switch 2 at this point when it comes to the third-party releases. There are a lot of really cool games. There's a lot of really interesting games for sure. But the thing is that whenever those PS5 and Series X exclusives are going to be ported over, it's going to be very difficult to get them to run. And this is why I think that we should go back to creators like Panic Button, developers that helped bring, like, let's say, Doom Eternal on the Nintendo Switch 1. I think Panic Button should definitely be back and trying to see if they can get like Doom the Dark Ages to see if that can run on the Nintendo Switch 2. But yeah, like Randy Pitchford, in my opinion, guys, we cannot trust a single word that this guy says. He's a known liar, a fabricator. He has said so much stuff that has just been complete nonsense. He's blaming gamers for not being able to afford video games and saying that they are not true fans for not going ahead and buying Borderlands 4 at a ridiculously high price. Like, what is going on at this time, guys? Like, what is going on anymore? Borderlands, like, I've heard that Borderlands 4 is not even that good anyway. Like, I mean, I've never played it myself. I kind of clocked out of Borderlands 3. I thought that was an okay game. I liked Borderlands 2. That's what's playing in the background here. And that's why I kept on saying Borderlands 2 by accident, because I kept on getting confused. But anyway, my bad. I gotta say, guys, that it's fairly disappointing to see this as a Switch 2 owner, as someone who, is interested in the Switch 2 multiplats and seeing how they perform and stuff like that. It's very disappointing to have someone say, oh yeah, hey, this is going to be a perfect fit for the system, and then the game gets delayed indefinitely for like forever. Like, I don't know when Borderlands 4 is going to be coming out. Is it coming out in 2026? Is it coming out in 2027? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I hope it's coming out soon. I think Borderlands 4 would do pretty good on the Nintendo Switch too. I mean, Borderlands 1 and 2 did pretty good on the Switch 1 from what I remember, so hey, like, just bring it over, right? But the problem is that it's going to take a little bit time for it to develop, and hopefully it's not canceled, because if it's canceled, that really sucks, because Borderlands 4 is a huge game that I think a lot of people are looking forward to, and I think a lot of people would be really interested in playing on the Nintendo Switch 2 in handheld mode and with their friends and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I think that this is not really showing us a great sign for the Nintendo Switch 2's third-party ports. I think we're definitely going to be seeing a little bit more of this, just because how demanding these games are from the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. These games are super demanding. Like, let's say, for example, a game like Stalker 2. If that game ever comes to the Switch 2 with Unreal Engine 5, that would be pretty impressive. I know Fortnite is also using Unreal Engine 5 as well, but hey, it's made by Epic, the creators of Unreal Engine. So, I mean, hey, they're really good at optimizing stuff, but it seems like to me that when it comes to, people that are not Epic, that are trying to use Unreal Engine 5, have a big problem. Like even a game like Banishers, for example. Banishers, made by Don't Nod Entertainment, actually runs decently well. I mean, I do have a 7900 XTX, but I would think that that game could be coming over. Like, I know it doesn't have lumen or anything like that, or like ray tracing effects, or even HDR, for example. But hey, I have to say, guys, that at this point, I'm not really too sure what's going to happen with the third-party games of the Switch 2, and I really hope that we're going to be seeing more games. I know that there was a Nintendo Direct recently, and there was not really too much stuff there. Like, not really too many, very interesting, very hype games from third-party studios and stuff like that. But hey, I mean, time will tell, guys, and I have to say that I am really interested to see what's the next big game on the Nintendo Switch 2. I know Indiana Jones and the Great Circle looks absolutely phenomenal. Apparently, it's not using all the ray tracing effects as the Series X and Series S version, but that is to be seen. That's just speculation at this point. We don't know. We don't have the game in our hands to see, but that's what people are saying from trailers. I don't know if that's true or not. If that is true, it is what it is. I mean, hey, you get to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle at a lower visual fidelity than the other consoles, but it's handheld. Hey, it's portable. You can play it wherever you want. But yeah, guys, please let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think about Borderlands 4 getting delayed on the Nintendo Switch 2? And also, do you think that this is going to be happening to other Switch 2 third-party ports as well, where they might get canceled or they might just get an indefinite delay like Borderlands 4? Alrighty, guys, it's going to be it from me for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.